Okay, quick Thursday morning radar update. Pretty sure it's Thursday, always have to check. Resistance is futile. I've just moved something over. So let's have a look through this morning's volume leaders. Quick look at the markets. We've got a little pop on the 250 through previous day's highs. DAX, small caps through the range. So a little bit mixed, but you know, the day's early. Let's just go and have a look at that US close. Pretty strong moves. So we looked at those volume days in the US, didn't we? And that little shake of the tree was soaked up. Obviously, whether it holds, we don't know. You know, we just trade the right-hand edge. The important point is, you know, not here to pick tops in markets. Oh, has SDI? I've just got a little. Has SDI just popped? Yeah, SDI's just popped. That will be all-time highs for me. I've been bumping a couple of days in the wilderness for the portfolio, but we've got that up and JLP's up as well, so we're through. Fantastic. So let's just go and have a quick look, jump through the hoops. I thought I was organised this morning, but no, not so much. Yeah, gold's not really in play at the moment. We did see a few gold stocks in the US just peek their head on a few swing days, but you know, it was short-lived, wasn't it? Copper. Some strong, obviously JLP getting a nice little move on the back of that. So, quick look. What's happening in here? Let's just have a look at the dollar bull down there on the lows. Let's have a look at treasuries down there on the lows. You know, pretty normal action as well where it's come to. And straight into this morning's volume leaders. It is 9:30, a little bit earlier. The sun is out in the Peak District, so I'm going to go outside today in the garden, well, on the front, and do a little bit of work. If I can call it work. 9:30, we should have traded 18%. As you can see, I'm really, you know, totally in control this morning. Yeah, a lot of volume at the moment. Sometimes as we drift into the zombie hours of the lunch session, you know, it's a good time to have a look at a volume screen around that time. But, you know, 10 o'clock, I look at the volume screen a few times in the morning, and I'll just order it by sector, and I'll quickly look at the sectors. Still got the travel and leisure. There's been a pop in that sector. We're still seeing that, but I don't see it as I see a lot of, you know, they're expecting, basically, they've got terrible forward numbers and they're expecting to beat, is kind of the rough way of putting it. So it's trading towards beating bad numbers. We will see them all in the future as they recover. You know, I don't pick market tops. I don't pick market bottoms. I just jump on board the best lines in the sand. I get, you know, the job is to get the portfolio loaded in trending stocks. So the whole portfolio is going on a trending journey with the lowest risk. And the lowest risk is found by having a wrong area in a stock, and that you will find that from a nice tight consolidation, really obvious wrong area. Price will not trade there if it's going up, which is the basics behind that. Off-piste, as always. So stocks like this, they can be lost in the wilderness for years. You could probably have a look at something like Tesco, how long that one went sideways to down for. I don't know what it's doing these days. I haven't seen it in some time. But yeah, they can just trade all wide and loose for a long time. So let's just buzz through these fast. But we are still seeing a lot of these. We saw a lot of construction stocks yesterday as well. A lot of these they're perfectly good bases. They really are. Return to growth, return to profit, turnover slightly ticking up. Last quarter on quarter were a bit soft, but it's looking forward. And yeah, stuff like that, pretty defined. If you've got a reason, I can see it. But there are so many really good stocks out there to go at. I know we're loaded in most of them at the moment, but another one was taken this morning. So there are easy places to do business. This one's getting quite a lot of talk recently as well. Yeah, you're gonna get there is overhead supply, not so much though. It could go up further before it hits this. Everyone here is happy with break even. That is the psychology of overhead supply. So, once you understand that, as you know with stuff like this, we talked about it on the swing day here. We saw it again here. We saw it again here here and here we saw it on swing days. Just those 2 days there, that one there and that one there. End of day, and then we saw it again here. So these are low risk ways of cheating a base, and it is a base, and it's good when you see the base respecting mean trend and trying to do something a little bit, bit creative, that I know, but yeah, clean breakout. It's in a stock what is quite efficient, even though it's fully listed small cap. So the next low risk entry for a stock like this will be on a pullback. If you're not in it now, you're kind of in no man's land for reward to risk scenarios. So let's just buzz through these and let's move straight into small caps. Just get a little bit of a sneak peek what's on volume today. I'm talking that much that I'll have to up the volume, but there is a lot running. See a lot of them, they're doing that basing out thing in the right hand side. We actually were talking about that on the market lows. We revisited, I revisited in my sort of remembering 2012, say, a lot of that action we saw in 2012, and that's what we sort of expected. It did come true, really. So, that's not about being right. It's just about how the market trades. So now we should have traded 19% for the small caps. Let's just jump through the hoops again. I'll just put that in. And let's have a look at the small caps. We're on volume. There's loads in here today. 77, so it's a solid number again. So you'll be seeing quite a few pullbacks. It's some of the leading sort of small caps have done a bit of just digestion and pull back into mean trend, and there will be opportunities in some of those stocks. my job every day is just to go through and look for the best ones. This one's just kind of, it always ticks the screen. It's just a bit of a boring area, and people aren't that interested in it. It's kind of sideways. A dual, it's a return to profit, return to growth. A little bit, yeah, we talked about it a few times, haven't we? We see it. It's a really nice base, coiled against 52-week highs. Not what I trade towards. I trade towards different metrics, but hopefully that one trends for anyone who's in it. SDI, I'm in that one, obviously, fantastic. And, trading basis, I can only trade when I have cash, and I got involved on this day here. And I know a lot of members got involved over here, cheating the base and taking this one here and adding here. So they've got a lot better positions than me in it, the ones who had a bit of cash early. But it's multiples of risk what counts. Percent doesn't count, multiples of risk. And if you get an early buy and an early add, you get a really good trade going. And even out of the add, it's 160% plus. So it only takes one good trade a year to post respectable numbers, with all the rest of the trades kind of chopping up and down. Yeah, fantastic year for us. Well, 12-month period, I'll say, because we gave back some solid profits in last March. But Gearfy Music, obviously, it's quite a high contender. Not my favourite area either, but you just can't argue with it. Doing okay. I've said not my favourite area to some fantastic stocks over the past years. So let's. So SLP, fantastic. Not in it. I'm not in it. High five to you guys who are in it and ignored the noise. Let me just move that out of the way. And TRX, that's a lose less scenario, wasn't it? Turnover down slightly, and Hunter's Property, obviously we've had a little run on the REITs for obvious reasons. And this one seems to be a stock what's always hit my screens for years and years, it did have a good run though, didn't it? But it always seems to hit the screens. I tend to talk about this one as in better to take a swing entry and make a few multiples and then rotate into the next high beta sort of name. Moving on. Quite a long one this morning. So I will leave that there. If anyone's made it to the end of this video, congratulations. If you like these intraday videos, I've been doing them kind of every day, but usually I drop them in the chat group because they are sort of members updates. But only half the members watch them because they are basically end of day traders, and we do another hour session every evening. So if you do like these, just let me know. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want notifying. But it just gives me, I'm trying to move my sort of what I do. Not that I promote what I do, but I'm just trying to move it a little bit more to YouTube. It's kind of easier to upload it to YouTube than it is to upload it to my website. So if you like that, let me know. Okay, cheers all.